Well, good morning everyone. I'm out for a ride on my e-bike testing my new gimbal. The two people I just met there with the high vis on are in the process of planning a route for the e-bike club that meet every Wednesday. They meet over at Sulphur Point there and take trails all around Tauranga and Mount Maunganui. Down into the other valley now, over towards Judea. Normally I'd come down there very fast, but I just see someone got knocked off his scooter up there, laying in the gutter. The ambulance is all around him and he's in a lot of pain. There's claret off everywhere. Never mind, you got to do it all safely. I don't think he even had a helmet on, or maybe they took it off, eh? Whew. That puts the willies up you when you see someone else's misfortune.
How far have you been? Oh, yes. Lovely. And you're enjoying the e-bike? Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. 23 so far, and you'll do 40 odd before you get home, I suppose. Okay, catch you. Thanks for the chat.
One of the major factors influencing this kind of environment is the tide. Its rise and fall covers and uncovers the tidal mudflats. Plants and animals living on this changing environment have themselves become specialists to cope with habitat influences by seawater or freshwater. Estuaries are not only a specialist environment, they are significant as habitats for plants, animals, and fish species. An estuary is a place where the river and the sea meets to produce a specialist environment. Plants found on the estuary are highly productive compared with any other New Zealand habitat. Mangrove communities are the highest leaf litter producers. There's a cemetery out there on the island where that ute's heading. I've never seen any vehicle taking off out there. Maori Cemetery, and I see they're all here camped this weekend. Waikarero Estuary foreshore trees as well as the tidal flats provide roosts, shelter, food and breeding sites for a wide range of birds. Many bird species require different habitats at different times of the year and are therefore dependent on maintaining a range of habitat within the estuary. For example, the banded rail feeds on different parts of the estuary to where it nests and breeds. As well as habitat, estuaries act as a buffer zone between land and sea by providing a physical barrier to protect the surrounding land from erosion, storm and flood surges. The estuary can be divided into a number of zones reflecting the degree of tidal and saltwater influence. First one is the foreshore vegetation, then the freshwater wetlands, maritime rush marsh, then the mangrove shrublands and the intertidal zone. Because the estuarine environment provides essential habitat for many species of wildlife, it is an important ecosystem which can be affected by a wide range of activities and uses. This high number of introduced species reflect the history of disturbance and close proximity to residential housing. Spartania is the greatest threat to the estuary. Other introduced species are of concern are gorse, blackberry, brush wattle and pine. Estuaries need to be protected from a number of inappropriate uses. Reclamation, drainage activities and clearance of wetland vegetation can threaten wildlife habitat. Pollution, rubbish and harmful water discharges into the estuary can have severe consequences not only to the unique estuarine life but also for economic value, fish stock such as flounder with prawns in the open sea but depending on estuary for most of its life cycle. Well, good morning, Paul. Fancy meeting you here in the forest. Yeah. It's not a bad place to be on a Sunday morning. No, it's lovely. And you got a good e-bike there too?
Yeah, well, I've got a couple of sons that are keen mountain bikers, and they insisted that I had something a little bit more dangerous than what I would have otherwise bought.
Go ahead, Paul, I'll follow you. So how many Ks do you do a day?
20 Ks.
Yes, yeah. Hello, we've got a bit of an obstacle here. Never mind, that's the part of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that a cross country? We probably should